Going on, guys? Skoks, Chicago Blackhawks Central here. Going to wrap up the 2025 draft class here. Eight total picks on Friday and Saturday night. So we will go through them. Three first round picks and a lot of picks on day two on Saturday. No second round picks, but yeah, we will get into that and some other updates for development camp starting tomorrow on Monday. So I'll run through that and yeah, let me roll the intro really quick here. Yeah, so let's run through the draft class here. Pretty much all of the smoke that was going on, a few weeks before the draft with Frondell to the Sharks and all those rumors. Did not end up happening. Was very unlikely, anyways, that the Sharks would pass up on Michael Misa. Just did not see that happening. And you heard some of the smoke, some of the talk, even the day before, the morning of, but it did seem like it swayed back to Misa. Must have been just a bunch of talk. So you don't know who to trust around draft time because that's lying season, right? And everyone lies during draft time. But let's run through the picks here. Starting at number three, Anton Frondell. I think we all knew that KD and the scouting staff were leaning towards Frondell the whole time. It seems like they were debating with Martone and Desnoyers, but they seem pretty clear on Anton Frondell at three. What I have made that pick, maybe not. I was really intrigued with either Higgins or Martone. Explained it a million times, but just in the top three, swinging for upside, the potential there with Martone and Higgins. Definitely superstar potential. We'll see what happens with Frondell, but I do like his game. I don't hate him as a player at all, but just wouldn't be my first option at number three. But he is the pick. So, yeah, if you haven't checked out some tape on him, some of his shift by shift, or you know what, even take a look back at 2023, 2024, that season for Frondell in Sweden. I believe he had like 38 points. There are some uh, there's some clips on his 2023 season and very impressive stuff. Being 17 during that season, definitely very intriguing shot. Just his build, heading to the net, plays physical. I like how he protects the puck. But yeah, hopefully um, we will see him turn into a special player. Where does he fit in the lineup? I believe in the post draft interview, he said like he'll play wherever Bedard's not playing, and yeah, it makes sense. But who's going to be the center, right? Who's playing 1C if Bedard sticks at center, or if Frondell moves to the wing, or Frondell plays center? It's going to be very interesting. I do want to see Frondell at center, even though I think his most of his games he's been lined up at wing. But there are um, there's there's a lot of trends in his game that makes him more uh, like a better fit at center. I think he plays strong down the middle, like how he gets in the net. But yeah, we'll see where he sticks and where he starts out his career. But second pick, me or Max and I, we ran through the mock draft about 2 weeks ago now. But Nestrasil at 25, that was the pick. The only guys on the board that were intriguing. Really were like Cullen Potter, but he ended up going like 31 or 32, I believe, the last pick of the first round. So, yeah, Potter went last, and I believe there was one more big winger on the board. I forgot who it was, if anyone remembers the name. He went a little later. Forgot who it was. A tall winger, like 6'4", but Nestrasil, 6'5", 6'6", extremely skilled. A very a very good skater. I'm a big fan of Vaclav's game, and I'm not sure if he's heading to UMass this upcoming season, or next year in 26, 27. I'm not sure if anyone can confirm that, but he is committed to UMass, so he'll be playing some college hockey there. Or if he's sticking with Muskegon for this season, I'm not too sure. Would love to see him head to college this season, right? Because you want to get his development plan started ASAP. So we'll see what happens with Vaclav. Mason West, KD traded up uh, for the 29th overall pick. I believe he traded both second round picks, 34 and what was that, 50 something? I believe 55 or 54. So, yeah, KD trades up towards the end of the first round, grabs Mason West, 6'6", center or wing. Doesn't have a whole ton of tape, but the tape that you do find online, pretty impressive. An interesting skater, not the most like natural skater, but it seems like he just gets himself into position. Not a traditional skating style, but I'm cool with it. He's 6'5", 6'6", plays quarterback in Minnesota, and he seems like a pretty decent quarterback as well. Good throwing motion, good 3-step drop. I saw, yeah, and could throw bombs. Get some touchdowns. Yeah, so I like that pick as well. Wasn't super high on it at the time, but I do see the vision with Mason West, and that's the type of swing that you take towards the end of the first round. I guess they had an inkling that a team would have taken him before that 34th overall pick, so Katie gets into that end of the first round. So uh, I'm definitely fine with how that worked out with Mason West at 29 overall. And the mid-round picks, not too familiar, but I have checked out some of their games. Nathan Bame, 6'2", smaller frame, but he has the height. Mostly a goal scorer, very raw prospect, and I'm completely fine with that. I believe he plays for, let's see, really quick. I believe it's the Kamloops Blazers up in Canada. Yeah, so yeah, the Kamloops Blazers, Nathan Bame, 6'2". Let me pull up his stats really quick. 203, 6'2". I'm not sure he's at 203 playing weight. He did seem pretty slim, but that's no problem at all. So, yeah, last season, 66 total points in 59 games, 31 goals and 35 assists. Yeah, so impressive numbers for Kamloops. Nathan Bateman, man, I'm completely fine with that pick. You get another goal scorer uh, potential and pretty decent size as well. And I believe that was with our first pick of the third round. So I am cool with that pick. Let me pull up the next pick. I believe was, let's see, uh, Julius Sumpf. I believe he was also on the Moncton Wildcats with Caleb Desnoyers. So very interesting as well. I believe he was taking faceoffs and playing center towards the end of the season there. Desnoyers injured both of his wrists. I don't know the main reason for the injury on Desnoyers, right? But an interesting injury in the season. So yeah, impressive game as well from Sumpf, and he is German. So cool stuff. In round 4 as well, Parker Holmes, I believe he only had like 1 point um, for the Brampton Bulldogs. 6'4", 223. So yeah, definitely filled out his frame pretty well early on. I believe he's 18 still. Let's see. He's right here. Yeah, I believe he's also 18 years old. Yeah, so that's a crazy build for that age. Only 1 point. I believe he was injured as well. So maybe a little questionable in the mid rounds with the injury concerns and maybe just low contribution. But it seems like post draft the interview, Mike Donahue, the director of scouting for the Hawks, he mentioned that they were asking prospects at the combine like who they thought was their toughest teammate or like toughest player in their league. So seems like they were definitely out to get some muscle this offseason and this draft. Yeah, very interesting, but Hawks definitely went with size in this draft. Smallest draft pick, I believe, was Frondell at like 6'1", 6'2", and uh, just don't forget the measurement. I believe is without skates. So on skates, you're looking at 6'2", 6'3" for Anton Frondell, and that's awesome. Hopefully sticks at center. We'll see with Frondell, but I'm intrigued on how we fit him into the plans here. It's definitely going to be something to keep an eye on very soon. And just touching on Frondell again, his post draft interview, he said that he's going to try and make the Hawks roster out of training camp. I don't think that's a terrible idea. If he could start out, uh, get 4 or 5 games, and then head back over to Sweden, or he gets a few games at the end of the season, I'm cool with that. But even if he sticks, if he impresses, he's been playing in a pro league, the last few years in Sweden. Definitely has the size, the build, and the play style. He could probably be successful like early on. Would not be surprised if he impresses in camp just by his play style and his size. And the only guys really clogging the center depth for him are, it's just Bedard and Nazar, but we're not too sure if they're going to stick at center long term as well. So we'll see how this shakes out this training camp. It's going to be something to keep an eye on here. I mentioned Parker Holmes, Ashton Kumbi, also from Canada. I believe he played for the Seattle Thunderbirds. Not a points guy, but a bruiser type of defenseman on the back end, and definitely a fighter. I believe he knocked one kid out with just one punch. Crazy knockout, and I think he had a seizure on the ice. It was nuts. Yeah, but 6'5". I believe he is a left shot defenseman. Let me double check. I believe he is. Ashton Cumby is a left shot defenseman, so very, very cool. Yeah, because I think we do need some muscle. Not a bunch of fighters, but uh, some muscle, right? Not only on the back end, but in the forward group as well, with a few of the other draft picks. And something that I really wanted to address is the goaltender, and I think I posted a few preferences in the goaltending market just in the draft, but I'm cool with Ilya Konarski. Did some research on him, did not know of him pre-draft process, but I believe Chicago Prospects, the page on Twitter, had a few clips of him, so check him out there. He played in the MHL, some good stats on him as well last season. If I could bring up his stats, I believe it was 93 save percentage, and in the mid 20s for wins in the MHL. So I'm cool with that. Um, with our seventh round pick, one and only seventh round pick. He's about 6'3", 190. So I like the height, like the frame. I think some of our goalie prospects have been a little on the smaller side guy with Guyon and Camesso. So I'm cool with having a 6'3" goalie. That's definitely my preference. I think would to have a 6'3" plus goalie in net, and he's Russian, so that's awesome, man. Catches left, and he's currently 20 years old. So not a uh, not a young prospect, right? But still completely fine at 20 years old. Yeah, so last year in the MHL, 2.24 goals allowed average and a 93.8 in the save percentage. Good stuff. 34 games played, 22, 8, and 1 with his win loss record. And in the MHL playoffs, 3 games played, 295 goals allowed average, and a 946 save percentage. And win loss record in the playoffs, he was 1-2. So impressive stuff from Ilya, and definitely something that I wanted to address in the draft. And KD went and snagged a Russian goalie with first name Ilya, because of course it is. Yeah, so awesome stuff from a few of the late round picks as well. So I'm completely fine with all that. But just wrapping up the draft there, and we'll get more into it this week with development camp coming up. So let me pull up the roster for dev camp. I believe starting tomorrow on Monday. So if everyone can see that on screen. Let's see who's going to be there. Nathan Bain, Sasha Boisvert, Yuri Felkman, Frondell, obviously, Parker Holmes, Nick Lardis, the goal scoring machine, Martin Misiak. A bit of a surprise for him to be at dev camp, but makes total sense. John Mustard, Nestersil will be there. Jack Pridham, awesome. Had a great year as well with Kitchener. I believe he was traded. Yeah, from what team was he on before Jack Pridham? Um, I guess he was on Kitchener. 48 games played, 27 and 27. 27 goals and 27 assists. Very cool. 54 points in 48 games. I'm cool with that, Jack Pridham. 6'1", 177. Great year for Jack, man. Yeah. AJ Spelcy will be there. Um, Julius Yo Svensson. I believe we picked him up in a trade, Svensson, recently. Riku Tohila. I cannot believe he was still here. Completely forgot about him, but he'll be there as well. Van Acker. So all the Brantford boys will be there. Van Acker, Lardis, and Parker Holmes. Yeah, so 3 Brantford Bulldogs, and Mason West will be there as well for the forwards. Defense, the prospects, Ashton Kumbi, Ty Henry. I believe he was on the Erie Otters as well. Yep. Ryan Mass from the trade just recently. Forgot who we traded, but we picked him up in a small trade. And Yanni Peltonen, Finnish defensive prospect, all 6'3" plus. So yeah, a bit of a smaller group, it seems like. And Adam Guyon in net showing up for dev camp. Uh, Obviously, no on ice practice at development camp. Katie's had it like that now for the last 2-3 years. I would like for them to get back on the ice. I was at the very last dev camp where they were on the ice, and I saw Nazar, Vlasic, Korchinski, and Del Mastro when they were still rookies, and or not rookies, but when they just got drafted that summer. So I guess technically rookies, yeah. But that was the last time that we saw them on ice was on, I believe, Nazar's draft year. So would that be the 22 draft? Yeah, yeah. So 3 years now off ice. I understand, and I completely, get his reasoning, but I think it would be a good idea to get them on the ice. Not, if you don't have to scrimmage and do a whole lot of thing because they did scrimmage that last year, and I thought uh, it was a good look into all the prospects. You have everyone there at the same time. I think it's a unique opportunity to get your eyes on some of the guys that you drafted. Everyone's there at the same time, so I think that's a great opportunity to do that. But we'll see if that changes down the road. And yeah, so Def Camp is on Monday, and they're going to be doing their tours and all that. But yeah, pretty much ends there with the Dev Camp news. Scott Powers also posted no surprises on the Blackhawks Dev Camp roster. Kanarski, the goalie, won't be coming from Russia. Roman Kantarov won't either from Russia, but he's been in communication with the Hawks. Dominic James isn't attending and is still expected to become a UFA in August. Yeah, so it seems like he will not be signing his contract with the Hawks. Completely fine with that. We're stocked in the prospect pool. Matthew Nyes, he gets his extension in Toronto. Just updating from the league wide stuff. Yeah, so shout out to Chicago prospects on Twitter with the Kanarski clips. So if you want to check out the goalie, check it out there. And not a whole ton of other stuff. Hawks made a small trade on, I believe this was Saturday. Yeah, I think this was the Blackhawks doing Safanov a favor. They weren't signing him, and this at least gives them a chance with someone else. Yeah, so Hawks trades Safanov to the Canucks for future considerations, probably some cash there or something like that. Yeah, so pretty much wraps up the draft talk and small updates. Yeah, yeah. So we'll be back this week, wrapping up Dev Camp and free agency on Tuesday. I don't expect KD to go crazy this year. From all of the rumors that we've heard, it's going to be pretty quiet. Oh, and breaking news: Darren Dreger is announcing a small trade. I believe that's from the Golden Knights. I hear Nicholas Hague is being traded to Nashville. So yeah, uh, and I think we have some more news with Julius Strumpf uh, from the Moncton Wildcats. Let's see here. Mark Dever on Twitter, hearing Julius Sumpf drafted in the fourth round, is committed to Providence College for 25-26. Very interesting. So the German prospect from Moncton and the fourth round pick from the Hawks, 6'2", had 26, 39, total 65 points for Moncton, and then added 10 goals in the postseason as Wildcats advanced to the Memorial Cup. Led Germany with 7 points in 5 games in the World Juniors, so that's awesome to hear. Another prospect going to college, Providence College, so awesome stuff. Just looked down at my phone and yeah, had a few extra tidbits there. So yeah, man, if these guys could get playing college hockey, like ASAP, right, as soon as possible, that would be great for their development. Yeah, so we'll wrap it up there. Yeah, and we'll be back this week just to touch on all the other stuff here. Yeah, I like the sound of your fourth round pick. Some leader material, two-way players, some offensive punch, playoff success. Yeah, yeah, decent pick in the fourth round there. Definitely some traits that you like to see. Big contributor, right? He plays with high skilled wingers, and yeah, he plays center and takes draws, man. So sounds like he's a solid two-way player and get some points on the board as well. Definitely a goal scorer. So we love to see that. But we'll be back this week, and yeah, we'll wrap up free agency. Maybe something crazy happens. Not too confident in that, but some of the Marner talk to Vegas. That's probably going to happen this week. So we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll see you then. Let's go Hawks.